Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in front of the Southern District New York Courthouse today, Monday, October 21st, 2024. Now, it's a Monday, there's trials starting up. There's one of us, first of all, the Combs docket. It actually caught fire over the weekend. Number one, as we reported, Sean Combs has trying to appeal his detention to the Second Circuit, and he got an argument date, November 4th. Then he put in and said he wants that put in abeyance, put on hold, while he appeals apparently to Judge Subramanian, although it hasn't been filed yet. The U.S. is opposed to it. They said there's no reason to put it in abeyance. There's a date. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. So they obviously feel pretty good about their chances. We'll see what the Second Circuit says on that. But then on Sunday at night, first reported by Inner City Press, Sean Combs' lawyer put in a request to Judge Subramanian for a gag order, but not just against the government, but against all potential witnesses. We've got some sirens, but that's how it rolls over here. Against all potential witnesses. I think this is directed at the exploding number of civil litigants against Combs who say that they're in contact with the prosecutors. Maybe to raise their leverage, maybe, who knows. In any case, the government's going to have to respond. They asked that Combs' lawyers want a response by October 30th. I don't really know. I guess the request is that if the government doesn't gag these people, they can't use them as witnesses. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to be following every twist and turn, including of the civil cases. We will be doing that as well. Also, on the Eric Adams front, Eric Adams is trying to get not the entire, but count 5 dismissed. And the government submitted opposition saying it wasn't that he only helped Turkey while he was Brooklyn Borough president, when arguably he didn't have power over the fire department to make them do those favors for the Turkish mission to the UN, but he continued serving Turkey while mayor. Meanwhile, Mohammed Bazi, his liaison to the Muslim and Uzbek community, there's a separate, still unindicted conspiracy with the Uzbek businessmen. He's asked for more time to meet his bail conditions, and he's also changed lawyers. So there is that. I think, as I began saying, today's the final pretrial conference in a case called U.S. versus Cholo Abdullah. We've been covering it. One, it's about Somalia and Al-Shabaab. Cholo Abdullah is accused of instigating and working on a plot to blow up American airliners. Very, very imaginative. But he's been in the MDC in a sort of the unit where Joshua Schulte, if you remember, was, with white noise turned up extremely loud, including after Josh Schulte left. So Judge Torres took an interest in that and said, what's up with the white noise? But even more interesting is that he's representing himself, and he wants to go passive. He says he doesn't want to defend himself because the system is illegitimate. So it's I have yet to see this here. I've seen pro se litigants, often with a standby counsel. But here is a unique situation in which the defendant is trying to make a political point, or simply that is his belief that it's illegitimate. So he'll be sitting in the courtroom, not cross-examining anyone, not allowing his standby counsel to cross-examine anyone, and he also doesn't want a clothing order. He doesn't want to be in a suit. He wants to be put on trial. Maybe he's going to ask to be in chains, too. We're going to be covering it. Today is the final pretrial conference, so something should be decided. Today might be jury selection in Daniel Penny around the corner in the state court. We'll just have to see. What we can say is that the UN is totally corrupt. Over the weekend, we wrote 4 more scoops. UNCTAD, Rebecca Greenspan, UNIDO, ITU, and the UN mission in Libya. These are all from whistleblowers of the UN system who feel rebuffed and threatened by Antonio Guterres. The man's so corrupt that he had to ban the press from reporting on his own personal finances. And apparently the people that work in the UN are absolutely terrified of, well, they have very cushy jobs, so they don't, in many cases, the national staff not so much. In any case, find them all. 4 scoops on the UN and the continued banning of inner city press, totally unacceptable. We will not accept it, but we're going in, innercitypress.com.